Poets, I'm Victoria Esquer.
And I'm Jordan Robledo.
And welcome to the May Anchor episode.
With recent events regarding students and drinking off campus, Whittier College administration is enlisting a new group of policies to tackle this new issue. Let's take it to Eric to learn more about these policies.
Thanks, Tori and Jordan. Now, we all know about the basic policies for drinking on campus, or at least we should. But how much do you know about the policies for drinking off campus? I got a chance to interview a couple students and see what they had to say and how much they actually knew. And I got to learn about Whittier College's new privileged drinking program.
The title of the program is Drinking Privileges, and it's actually a collection of different approaches and strategies that we are using as an institution. So it's not just one approach. It's us looking at the complexity of the issue of college students and drinking, and specifically our students on our campus, and trying to rethink how we do this. We look at the issues that we have on our campus and that colleges struggle with across the country. And I think one thing that's clear is doing it the way we've always done it isn't really working. So our Drinking Privileges program is kind of the attempt to maybe kick down some of the walls of the box that we tend to be limited by and say, let's rethink this a little. We're not trying to come down with more policies to restrict students. We're trying to change the culture of drinking on campus. So we want to encourage students that choose to drink, that are of age, to do it and do it responsibly. And I actually like the idea of students being able to drink on our campus, provided that they're doing it responsibly. I think they can be wonderful role models for the other students that are under 21. And I think it's a very unique approach in terms of utilizing a program where students actually have to earn the privilege to be able to drink alcohol on our campus. We understand that when you turn 21, the government says you can have alcohol. And we're not trying to change that. But what we are trying to say is we want to make sure that you are prepared for the responsibility that comes with drinking alcohol. There really aren't that many changes per se. The big change, obviously, for the 21-year-olds will be this requirement to participate in alcohol EDU and pass the alcohol EDU course. And it's the same course they took when they were freshmen and when they come before orientation. And when they take it as they're entering the college, they have to pass the course with at least 80% correct. Well, when you turn 21 now, we're going to give you the test, and if you can get at least 80% of the questions correct, then we won't have you go through the course. If you score less than 80%, we're going to have you go back and take alcohol EDU again to refresh yourself with, to refamiliarize yourself with the information. And once a student does that, then they will meet with an area coordinator or myself, and they'll get some other brochures and information about responsible drinking, and we'll talk through some of the issues of how this works in the residence halls in terms of if they have a friend that's from off campus that's not 21 and they have drinking privileges as the student, can that off-campus guest drink on campus with them? And the answer is yes. But we want to make sure we sit down and explain the policy to students so that they fully understand what's going on. And once they go through that process, they then would have their drinking privileges sticker and would allow them to consume alcohol on campus within college policy. And biggest issues would be the same issues you had when you were 21, not providing it to anyone that's under 21 years old, or drinking to the point of intoxication. That's the biggest thing for 21-year-olds. For anyone under 21, the policy doesn't change. The college already has the ability to adjudicate any behavior that occurs off campus. But what we're doing now is being clear. And we're saying to students, if you host a gathering off campus and the result of that gathering is some kind of disruption, either with students coming back to campus intoxicated or whatever it is, or the disruption happens off campus and it involves the police and you disrupt the community members that are around the campus, we reserve the right to have some conversations with you about your responsibility and the reality that we don't act in a silo of our own, that we actually act in conjunction with other people, and that we have to be mindful of the impact that we have on neighbors, just like you have to be mindful of the impact you have on neighbors in the residence hall. The other piece of it is we've spelled out what kind of disruptions that we are particularly concerned about when it comes to the neighbors that are around us, and really focusing on this idea of disturbing the peace, noise, police involvement. These are all things that we could do before, but now we're just being clear. We've also developed a kind of matrix for these kinds of violations so that students can understand what would be some of the various approaches we would use to hold students accountable for any kind of behavior that deviates from our expectations as a community. Those are the major things for students. Now, in terms of students that are 21 and they are a part of the Drinking Privileges program, we're in the process of trying to develop some partnerships with restaurants and bars that are here in Uptown and wherever else we find out that students like to visit. And we're going to go to those establishments and say, we want to partner with you. And we would like for you to offer something special in terms of discounts or free non-alcoholic beverages or whatever it is for our students that have participated in our Drinking Privileges program. These students have demonstrated a level of responsibility, and they are more knowledgeable than the average 21-year-old that walks in off the street. And because they've gone through these things with us as an institution, we would like for you to offer something. This isn't about us trying to limit the ability of students to drink. It's us creating an environment that will allow students to be healthier in doing so.
I think it's actually a pretty good idea that we give some people the opportunity to prove themselves responsible to the community. It'll definitely it'll give them opportunity to really show that they can handle it. Because I know drinking problem has been an issue lately at the school, and I feel like we're kind of almost shoved down our throats recently about alcohol EDU, and so this will be an opportunity to show that we don't need that education.
As you can see, poets, these changes will have a major impact on how you drink on and off campus, and it's definitely met by mixed responses. This is Eric Hinwood reporting for QCTV. Back to you in the studio.
With graduation around the corner, the class of 2013 are getting ready to get out into that real world and become alumni poets. Ricardo, tell us more about how these seniors are feeling.
With only a few weeks of school left, a lot of our seniors are saying goodbye. Let's take a look at what their plans are for after graduation and what they have to say. So, what are you looking forward to once graduation comes?
I'm looking forward to being able to have a little bit more freedom. I'm hoping to get back into dance and work and stuff.
What are you looking forward to on the day of graduation?
I'm looking forward to my family being here and them getting to see what I've done for the past 5 years. I'm looking forward to their smiles.
Is there anything you want to say to anyone that is going to be here when you leave?
Study, but also socialize. Make sure to join those clubs, and just this is stuff that's going to impact the rest of your life. So make the best of it.
I'm looking forward to celebrating with all my friends and my family, and just being able to cherish that moment that we've all been waiting for and working for the last 4 years, and just seeing it all come together in this one day of celebration.
And what are your plans after graduation?
I have a summer job with Oxfam, raising awareness and access of nutrition for lower income families, and that's for the summer. And as for after that, I don't know, but that's exciting.
Are there any last words or shout outs you want to give to anyone that's going to stay here behind?
Well, for the seniors, hang in there. We've worked too hard to give up now, and I know we're all cranky and tired, but just enjoy the last of it. And for everyone else, just know that this day comes faster than you think and cherish every moment.
So, Brian, what are you looking forward to on the day of graduation?
I'm looking forward to graduate.
Are you looking forward to seeing your family or having them come down?
My family lives in Downey, and I live in Downey, so I see them every day. But they are going to be here, so it's going to be pretty cool, I guess. It's going to be like number 2. They showed up to my high school graduation, so it's...
Okay, what are you looking forward to after graduation?
When I get a career and start a life, with a house and a wife and a kid and a dog and maybe some carpet. I'm not too sure about that yet, carpet stains, but yeah, I mean, they're, just being a regular American, that's about it.
For QCTV, this is Ricardo Pitones.
Whittier College sports this year has had an amazing season. Let's take it to Russell to hear some 2012-2013 sports highlights.
Hey folks, it's Russell Nicewander here reporting for Whittier College Sports Network. Since this episode is the final episode of WCSN, we're going to count down the top 5 most memorable sporting moments from this past school year. At number 5, Whittier College's annual homecoming weekend, an attendance record was set for the largest amount of people ever at a Poet sporting event ever. This is completely due to our alumni, students, and faculty support for our dear school. Number 4, Poet men's water polo player Goran Matiak was not only selected to first team All-Sky for his athletic performance, he was also selected for his academic performance in and out of the pool. Congratulations, Goran. And number 3, Whittier College's 15-member women's cross-country team was nominated as a nomination for the U.S. All-Academic Team. The Lady Poets achieved a 3.312 GPA at the conclusion of the fall 2012 academic semester, as determined by the U.S. Cross Country Coaches Association. At number 2, the Whittier College's men's soccer team made history as they earned their first ever SCIAC championship berth with an upset win over the number 1 seeded Sage Hens of Pomona-Pitzer. The Poets would go on to lose the SCIAC championship. However, their achievement on the field marked the most successful Whittier College men's soccer season in school history. And finally, at number 1, and the most memorable Whittier College sports moment is when the Poet football team beat Occidental for the first time in 4 years, in doing so hoisting the coveted shoes fought over year after year by Whittier and Occidental. The purple and gold prevailed in the 67th Battle of the Shoes, bringing the shoes home in a 61-30 rout of Occidental College at Jack Kemp Stadium. The Poets also gained recognition on ESPN for their win against Oxy, giving Whittier College national attention. That does it for WCSN. This has been Russell Nicewander reporting.
With the school year dwindling down, Poets, it's now time to get your last-minute concerns about your campus.
The last Senate meeting of the year is May 6th at 7 p.m. in Villalobos Hall. Now let's take it to our ASWC President, David Raygoza, who will talk about ways to let your voices be heard.
Hey, what's up, Poets? My name is David Raygoza. I'm currently the ASWC Student Body President, and I'm here to talk to you guys about more ways that your voices can be heard on this campus. Currently, we just bought some new comment boxes that we're hoping to implement in all the dorms, the business office, the library, the spot, the CI. This would be really cool because you could essentially just pick up a little card, write down any concern you have, put it in there, and then your senators and the reps are going to go pick up those cards, and we're going to sift through that information and see some of the things you guys have concerns with, and therefore help you guys out, get your needs addressed on this campus. So I think that'll be really cool. Another thing that we're hoping to do, hopefully by next year, we're hoping to get an app for Whittier College where it's going to help organize events certain days more efficiently for you guys, so you don't have to get so many emails and be annoyed with them. I know I am, and I know you are too, possibly. And then maybe on the app we could also have a little section where you could throw in a little comment. Maybe you didn't like something about in the spa or something in the CI, or maybe something in your dorm. You could post a little comment there, and we could also check that out and see what's up and what are your concerns. So those are 2 ways that we're hoping to help you guys out, communicate with us better. So hopefully it helps. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, Tori, do you know who's involved in a variety of clubs on campus, a president of a society, a treasurer for a dance team, and a past Minority Caucus rep?
Who?
Wiliama Sanchez, of course. Let's take it to Sabrina Ortiz to learn more about this month's Poet Spotlight.
Sanchez gets Poet Spotlight. Wiliama, we have these. We have ASWC Minority Caucus Rep. We have Minority Caucus Chair, William Penn Society member and president this semester, Whittier College Dance Team member, treasurer, and former artistic director. We have a Hawaiian Islander Club member and former president, residential advisor, college choir, voice, and chamber ensemble. We have the Alien Little Brother, NASPA Undergraduate Fellowship Program, and you spent a semester at sea. The list goes on for Wiliama Sanchez. All right, so are you superhuman?
No, definitely not superhuman. I'm definitely not.
But really, how do you manage all of these activities on campus?
Honestly, a lot of it has to go to organizing, being, efficient on my time. But a lot of it, I work with a lot of people who help me throughout this process. I'm not alone in the Senate. I have a lot of my brothers who are also on the Senate table that help out with the process. I have a Minority Caucus co-chair, and I'm continually asking others for help and support. And it's more of a team effort, not just myself, because I don't want it to be, fully myself doing these works, working on things, because it's more of a collaboration effort.
So I know dance is a big passion of yours, and how has that played a role in your activity on campus?
Well, I actually came to Whittier with some experience in dance. I worked at a dance company. I was in a dance company for 4 years and then came on as a choreographer. And from there, I just came over here and learned that there was a dance team I could work with. Originally, that was my passion. I was actually going to Chapman University in their dance program. But due to some financial things, I had to come to Whittier. They didn't have a dance program, so I figured I'd kind of create my own mini dance program here, and worked with the dance team. Became artistic director my sophomore year. My junior year, I studied abroad, and when I came back, I became treasurer my senior year. So I've always loved dancing. Dancing has always been a passion. I love teaching. Over the summer, I worked Broad Oaks from kindergarten to 8th grade students, and taught them different dance moves, and worked in a musical. And so every summer I try and get out there and work with students and trying to get them involved and get them active with dance.
I'm sure everyone watching wants to know, what does the next 4 years entail for you?
Well, actually, what I plan on doing is I recently got accepted to Cal State Fullerton, and I'm going to a Master's in Science and Student Affairs and Higher Education program, which is a 2-year program. And after that, hopefully we'll be able to work on the college campus, working in housing or working in the Dean of Students office, just helping students, because that's kind of my main passion and my main goal is helping others.
A little bit about Wiliama Sanchez. Wiliama is definitely a great role model to the Whittier community. He's done a fantastic job for the Office of Residential Life for the last year or two. He worked for us as an RA, and he also worked for me in the main office as a team leader. Wiliama definitely is part of student affairs. If you don't know, he's definitely going to be going into student affairs, and he's done a fantastic job on this campus, and many people look up to Wiliama. Very involved and really knows how to work with people. I've been very grateful to have him a part of my staff, and I'm hoping that I will be able to hire him even as a grad assistant. Like I said, he's made a great impact on students and even through different societies, not because he's a pen, but he's made a great impact on various staff members, especially our first year students that work as work study students in Res Life. I wish only Wiliama the best, but I know one day he'll probably be somewhere, dean of students somewhere at another school, because he's really, really involved and he loves working with people. And I just want to take this time to say thank you. And if you haven't got a chance to know Wiliama, he's an awesome young man and have greatness all over him. So I'm looking forward to working with him more, and I'm also looking forward to his future because I know it's bright.
All right, poets, we have some upcoming events for you. On May 3rd, we have our snow day from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. And on that same day, we have the improv show at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
On May 4th, we have Pentronic from 9 p.m. till midnight, and we have Latino graduation on May 11th from 5:30 to 10, as well as graduation on the morning of May 17th. It was another great semester to be a poet.
This has been Jordan Robledo for QCTV
and Victoria Esquer.
Have a wonderful summer, poets.